In 1992, English football was broken. Stadiums were crumbling. Hooliganism had scared away sponsors. Crowds were declining. The sport was losing money, losing prestige, and losing its future. 30 years later, the Premier League generates over £6 billion every single season, making it the most commercially successful football league on the planet. This is the story of how that happened. And more importantly, where all that money actually comes from. To understand the Premier League's money, you have to understand why it was created in the first place. Before 1992, English football operated under the Football League, a structure that had been in place since 1888. Revenue was shared relatively evenly across divisions. The biggest clubs resented subsidizing the smaller ones. Then came satellite television. BSKB, Rupert Murdoch's company, was looking for content to justify the cost of a satellite dish. Football was the answer. But they didn't want to pay for the entire Football League. They wanted the top clubs only, the Big Five. Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham and Everton saw the opportunity. They lobbied for a breakaway league that would allow them to negotiate their own TV deals independently. In 1992, the Premier League was born. The first Sky deal was worth £304 million over 5 years. At the time, that number felt extraordinary. Today, it looks like a footnote. Television rights are the financial engine of the Premier League. The current domestic broadcasting deal, covering 2022 to 2025, is worth £5 billion. That's Sky Sports and TNT Sports splitting the rights to show 200 live matches per season. But domestic rights are only half the story. International rights have become equally, and in some cycles, more important. The Premier League is broadcast in 189 countries. Over 1 billion people watch it globally. That reach is what drives international broadcasters to bid enormous sums just for the right to show the games in their markets. The 2022-2025 cycle generated approximately £5.3 billion from international rights alone. Combined, that's over £10 billion in broadcast revenue across a single 3-year cycle. This money is then distributed across all 20 clubs, not equally, but through a formula based on league position and how often each club is shown on TV. The bottom club, in the Premier League, still receives over £100 million per season from broadcasting alone. That figure, the guaranteed floor, is what makes even relegation battles financially significant, and what makes promotion from the Championship potentially transformative for a club's entire financial structure. Broadcasting is the foundation. But the Premier League's biggest clubs have built a second financial layer on top of it: commercial revenue. This includes shirt sponsorships, stadium naming rights, kit manufacturing deals, and global partnerships. Manchester United's shirt sponsorship with TeamViewer was worth £47 million per season. Their kit deal with Adidas runs to approximately £75 million annually. Arsenal's Emirates Stadium naming rights deal, signed in 2004, was worth £100 million over 15 years. A remarkable sum at the time, By the standards of today's market, it has aged poorly for Arsenal. Tottenham's new stadium, opened in 2019, has generated an entirely new revenue stream through NFL games, concerts, and premium hospitality. The stadium itself has become a commercial asset, independent of football results. For the Premier League's largest clubs, commercial revenue now rivals or exceeds matchday income. A shift that has happened gradually over the past 2 decades as the league's global brand has grown. Matchday revenue, ticket sales, hospitality, food and beverage sounds significant. And for some clubs it is. Arsenal's Emirates Stadium holds approximately 60,000 fans, with some of the highest ticket prices in European football, and a consistent waiting list for season tickets. Matchday revenue contributes meaningfully to their total income. But across the league, matchday revenue has become a smaller proportion of total income. As broadcasting and commercial deals have grown faster, the implication is important. A club's financial power today is less determined by how many fans attend matches, and more by global reach, broadcasting allocation, and commercial appeal to international sponsors. Football has quietly become a global media product. The stadium is the production set. The broadcast is the product. The Premier League distributes money to all 20 clubs. But the gap between the top and bottom is significant and growing. Manchester City, Arsenal and Liverpool each generate well over £600 million in annual revenue. The combination of broadcasting allocation, massive commercial operations and consistent Champions League participation creates compounding advantages. A club finishing in the top 4 earns substantially more from UEFA prize money, on top of their Premier League allocation. That extra revenue funds better players. Better players generate more commercial interest. More commercial interest funds better players again. It is by design a self-reinforcing cycle. Newly promoted clubs face an almost impossible financial arithmetic. Compete on the pitch with clubs that have 5 to 10 times their revenue, or prioritize financial stability and accept the risk of relegation. Most choose survival over ambition. The ones that don't, like Brentford or Leicester in their title-winning season, become the exceptions that prove the rule. The Premier League generated over £6 billion in revenue in the 2023-24 season. That number exists because of a Breakaway deal made in 1992, a satellite broadcaster that needed content, and 30 years of compounding commercial growth. Understanding where that money comes from and where it goes is the foundation for understanding almost every major decision in modern football. Transfer fees, manager sackings, club takeovers, stadium projects. The money explains the decisions. In the next video, we'll break down one specific club's financial structure and why some clubs can consistently outspend their rivals without breaking financial rules. Subscribe to Pitch and Profit. No highlights, no hot takes, just the money.